my beautiful viewers on E360. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Well, well, well. Ask me, ask me. La, 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 la. Thank you for asking. I am over the moon. I have two amazing guests today that is going to blow your socks off. And I'm truly honored. I've got actually goosebumps. I actually have given myself goosebumps just to think that I'm going to introduce these two couples to you. The couple is, for me, the example of caring, is an example of respect for each other, is an example of love. And our theme this week is empathy. And yes, sometimes you do need empathy for yourself as well. And these two amazing humans are, for me, an inspiration. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait for all of you to meet them. I am going to play Jose Escobar's video. But my beautiful Scott and Lisa has their own commercial, and we will bring them in and they will introduce themselves, and then we will play their commercial twice because they've got an amazing offering for you. And just remember, my guest notes are all in the description notes below on E360. And then everywhere I have posted, I have advertised, my guest details will be on there as well. Oh, I am so excited. Here we go.
It's Jose Escobar. I live in Washington, D.C. area. I'm a family man. I'm an entrepreneur, coach, author, and speaker. I have communities. I support people. I'm a servant leader, and the list goes on. And I'm primarily the CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. That's my bread and butter. That's my core offer, right? That's where I put most of my time and energy. And the Connected Leaders Academy is a growing community. It's a tribe of some of the highest level entrepreneurs from all over the world. We're now over 350 plus members, 42 states across the US, and 17 international countries. If you're an entrepreneur out there that's looking to grow personally and professionally, scale your influence, develop your skill sets, move the needle in your business, more money, more clients, right? This is the community for you.
Thank you, my beautiful Jose. So my guest is here. I am so excited. My beautiful Lisa and Scott, thank you so much for joining us today. And I am just so excited. You are going to be our amazing couple for the Diamond Moment magazine. You will be on the cover, and you will have your story inside, and you will tell us about your business inside. Quite a few pages that we are going to give you to showcase how magnificent you are. And not only that, you will have a full page banner advertisement. And can I tell you something? This amazing show will not only go out on E360, but the link will be in the Diamond Mama magazine. So when people see your article, they can click on this, and inside the magazine, this interview is going to play. How extraordinary. We are so excited. So my beautiful Lisa, can you introduce yourself?
Thank you for the introduction, Sanet. Appreciate that very much. And I'm very ecstatic to be here with my husband doing this podcast, I suppose, on empathy today. So my name is Lisa Brerley, and I'm very excited that I have written 3 books after having an amazing career as a teacher. And I'm purely excited to move forward with my husband doing coaching, so crisis and recovery coaching. And I'm also excited that I get to be the Mrs. Potts every Tuesday, which I just got off that an hour before this interview, very early in the morning here in Canada. And yes, I'm blown away by the amazing opportunities that have come my way, and how I get to grow, because I know when I stretch my comfort zone, I grow. So thank you, Sanet, for this opportunity today.
Well, thank you. My beautiful Scott, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, first off, I'm a loving husband. My name's Scott Brerley. I'm an author. I'm a speaker. I'm a life coach, relationship coach. And I just want to change the world one person at a time. From where I come from, I've struggled most of my life, and I see a lot of pain in people in the world and people I know. And I just want to make a difference. And it's beautiful because I'm actually a brother today, and I haven't been a brother in my whole life. And I have a brother, like my family, and are back in my life, and it's from doing all this work and the opportunities that are coming up with the podcasts I've been on, and the stuff we think we know, but we really don't know because we haven't reached, like words, vulnerability or self-esteem. Have yet we researched that stuff and know what it truly means? We may think we do, but
Wow, I love that. So, my beautiful Scott and Lisa, are you ready to see your commercial?
yes, please.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, this is Scott, my husband, a man of courage, determination, and authenticity.
And this is Lisa, my beautiful wife, full of compassion, kindness, and love. Together,
as crisis and recovery coaches and best-selling authors, we're offering a groundbreaking program to help couples dive deep into what truly matters in their relationship.
you'll explore your goals and uncover your core values and learn how to show up for each other. This program is about growth and creating a relationship you both desire.
So, if you're ready to take your relationship to the next level, click the link below to start this journey with us at forwardwalkingchoices.com. We'd love to connect with you over a coffee chat.
So, Lisa, do you love your commercial?
I love it. You did a fantastic job, Sanet. Thank you. I can tell you put heart into it every time you do these things. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, my beautiful one. And you, Scott, do you love that?
Well, I almost got teary-eyed. Well, I did get teary-eyed. It's beautiful.
Wow. Can I just tell you, I watched your video about 20 times, and it was such a dream for me to be able to put the pictures, select your beautiful pictures in front and at the back, and then go onto your website and go, and you had a long writing about what you are doing, and then making it so short and sweet and put it on there. For me, I'm the honored one to be able to have completed your masterpiece video already. So thank you so much for that. So my beautiful viewers, and the commercial of Lisa and Scott will be going out on E360 TV as well. Please go on the show notes below and click on their link and discover how you can change or how you can better your relationship. And then book a coffee chat. You will never know what's going to come out of that. I have done 515 coffee chats in 2 years and 9 months. I've met incredible people all around the world. So my beautiful Lisa and Scott, first of all, when you did the video, you were completing each other's sentences and you were introducing each other to us. So now I'm going to give you that opportunity again. My beautiful Lisa, will you introduce Scott your way to the viewers?
Wow. So this is my amazing husband, Scott Brerley. And I met Scott 3 years ago at a personal development class. And where better to meet someone than someone who is looking to, like you said, Sanet, better your life, improve your life, looking for more. And so I met this amazing man who, within the first day, shared his vulnerability. And I discovered that that is one of the biggest characteristic traits, I guess, of a partner, and someone who can be open and honest and truly authentic, no holds barred, that's for sure. And he has shown me love and respect and care, and has continually shown me that I am worth it. And thus I know I'm worth it because it's reflected back to me every day. Every day. He just told me that last night as we're sitting talking about empathy. So this is my amazing husband. And I am very, very proud to show and share him with the world because he has amazing things to do in this world.
Wow, you just brought tears to my eyes, not only because of your beautiful words, but the way that you look at him and the way he looked at you. And that is why I told you, you are so special, because you don't see this. You don't see this. This looking at each other is truly remarkable. And my heart just overflows. Thank you so much for sharing. My beautiful Scott, you are not going to get scot-free. Can you please introduce Lisa to all of us?
Without crying? Maybe not, but this is my beautiful wife, Lisa. I met her at, like she said, at the self-development class, and I remember seeing the kindness and compassion in her there. And Lisa's brought to my life something that I never knew existed. And it's this kindness and gentleness, vulnerability, and non-judgment. Like, she doesn't judge. And I've never had that in my life. And it's allowed me to step into who Scott's supposed to be. And the biggest part that I think that I've learned is that my partner can be whatever the way she is. If I take care of my side of the street and show up authentically, then it just blooms. And it's like, before we got into the relationship, I learned this thing, and this gentleman said, why don't you get up in the morning and ask your girl how you can love them? And not only did that make my life successful with Lisa, but it also made, like, I don't know how to be a brother. I don't know how to be an employee. I don't know how to be an employer. So if we don't ask questions, how can we learn? We just show up in life and people expect we're supposed to know everything. And it's like, that's not reality. So, yeah.
I love that. So my beautiful Scott, that was so beautiful. And the way that you look at Lisa and Lisa look at you, it's truly amazing. And you can kiss now. Kiss now. Oh, thank you so much for that. So my beautiful Lisa, our theme for this week, and we're just going to spend a few minutes on empathy, because I really wanted people to understand how you are going to help other. What did you go through to help others? Because I know if they see that you are experts in what you are wanted to help others with, they will be able to say, yes, I can have those two amazing individuals helping me and my wife or my husband. So what does empathy means for you?
You said my name first.
Lisa, yeah, Lisa, sorry.
Empathy for sure means being present. So taking the time to sit and listen and look and hear. And sometimes for me, I know I discover this about myself. I'm constantly learning, by the way, that I don't often or always have a similar life experience than what that person is feeling that day. However, taking the time for them to share is extremely important. And that's the way I show that I care. Because if you know our story, we come from totally two different sides of the track. And so many experiences that Scott has had, I have not experienced. However, doing my best to always connect to the feeling so I can have that sense of empathy with Scott. And so he knows that I care what he's feeling and where he's at right now, not to solve any problem that's going on, but to have that place of listening. So that's the big thing for me about empathy.
I love that. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to without them giving you advice. Because when you put it out aloud, you will hear yourself, and you can form your own resolution with that. But now you have to listen out of respect for somebody that is not really in your shoes, doesn't have that emotions, that want to solve your problem, and he doesn't know if it's alpha or morpha or going behind the mountain or up the mountain. I'm so sorry. Just getting off my soapbox, because that's a big thing. If you really want to share, and there's not a lot of people in my own life that I can just share without, just listen. So I love that you can do that. I love that. So I just need to ask the viewers something. My beautiful viewers on E360, do you have somebody special that you can just talk? They will listen, and here and there they will say, yes, and then you feel better and you have your own resolution. If you have not, connect with these two people. Connect. My beautiful Scott, what does empathy means for you?
Well, for me, the biggest part of empathy is really just thanking somebody for being vulnerable with you. Because most people just add something back instead of just saying thank you for sharing that with me. And because most people just want to be heard, and most people just want to be loved. And I was actually just talking that with a friend, that we both are kind of at odds with this other friend, and it's like he just needs to be loved and cared about till he heals himself a bit, like he's in the right direction. And we judge people so harshly, and it, like, that's not empathy, judging people. And till we start getting away from that more, we can, like, the further we get out of judgment, the more we can judge ourselves less, because then we can have empathy for ourselves, and that's when the healing really starts, and we can move forward.
Wow, that is so beautiful. Thank you for that, my beautiful Scott. So you did tell us you met at a retreat, or a self-development retreat. And my beautiful Lisa, the first thing that you notice is Scott's vulnerability and his authenticity. So if I can just ask, Scott, you noticed her kind eyes, but what was the else that you have noticed on that same day?
I gotta say her kindness, because I remember looking over, she was across the room, and I believe we were doing an exercise, and she was kind of down. I won't say, she was crouched down talking to somebody at their level, and I could sense the kindness from across the room.
Beautiful. I love that. I love that. And when did you start to talk to her the first time? What happened? Please tell us.
Well, for me, because I come from a 12-step background, I know that's an area where you let people just be people, and it's not about meeting a partner. And so we just got to know each other, and I had actually, up until the day that I asked her to go out for dinner, I had no intentions of anything with her. It was hands off. Let's each other get the best we can out of this program. And and then on the second to last, or the last day, we thought the course went one more day, both of us did. And I was like, oh, well, let's go for dinner tonight then. And that's how our relationship started.
Wow.
And
And yes, Lisa, please
I
fill
was
us
going
in.
that, and for me, it was literally the first 24 hours of the course. I believe Scott had shared, and we were all leaving the building. There was how many were?
There was 39, I think.
Yeah, almost 40 in the group, and we're all leaving the building. And I remember stopping him and saying, "Can I tell you something?" And it was about being vulnerable. And for me, that was a big thing for me to step out of my comfort zone at that point and say something from my heart to someone that I noticed something special about them. So that's kind of how I started. However, yes, we both knew that week was for each of us to grow. Yeah.
That is incredible. And Lisa, now the workshop is finished. You ask you to go out on a dinner date. What was your thoughts? Because sometimes our women, our thought is running a million miles ahead of us.
My thought was, I am doing something that is different. My thought was, I am doing something that feels uncomfortable, but felt right at the same time, because I had come out of a marriage that I wasn't doing well in and was moving in a different direction. And so I knew I needed to do something different to get different results. And so I felt extremely safe and comfortable and respected by Scott through that whole week. And I knew I wanted to take a risk.
I love it. And I love it when you said, Lisa, you are not stepping out of your comfort, you are stretching your comfort. Can you please tell us why did you change that? Because that is actually more profound than stepping out.
Yes, the feeling I always associated with stepping out of my comfort zone meant I had to step back in and go into some place of meekness again, or scaredness, or whatever. And so I'd actually listened to, and I can't recall his name off the top of my head, but I listened to him, and this gentleman sharing about stretching your comfort zone. I'm like, I love that, because everything I do can be scary, can be full of fear. However, if I do it, then I have this new level of, that's comfortable. I'm okay with that. And I just keep adding to that comfort zone. So even doing this today with you, Sanet, is stretching my comfort zone.
So may I give you this? Wow. My beautiful Scott, I would really love to press this button easy. So can I ask you, can you elaborate? Is it easy to love Lisa?
Yes. Really easy.
Okay, but you have to elaborate because I need to press
Well,
this button.
for me, every other relationship I've been in is about the person wanting what they want and not about what the relationship wants. And I truly believe, with all the work that I've done in my life today, that once we work on this and get this right and this right, and we show up authentically in a relationship, I don't want anything from Lisa. I mean, yes, I want a wife but I don't want a housemaid. I don't want somebody to cook me dinner. I want somebody to share, be a partnership with in a relationship. And that word partnership, I never used to really like, but it's so true, because if you don't have a partnership, one person thinks they're better than the other, or however it weighs out, but we're equals in this. And with showing up authentically in equals, I have no expectations on Lisa. She can show up exactly the way she shows up, and I can support her the way she shows up. And that's how, to me, if you want a successful relationship, that's one of the biggest keys there is just support your partner how they show up.
I love that. I loved it. I know a lot of people say, oh, they cannot wait to marry that person because that person will complete them or make them whole. I always say, no, you have to be whole yourself. That
Yeah.
person needs to be whole themselves, and then together you can have a beautiful partnership. So can I now press this beautiful Scott?
Yeah.
That was easy.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
That was
May,
easy.
may I may I add to that as well, Sanet,
Yes,
so that
please.
I feel the comment of being whole first. A lot of people really feel like they're not whole. And so for me, my journey was peeling back the layers to discover that wholeness inside. And I think when I met Scott, of course, we were both whole, but learning that we still wanted to grow ourselves, I think was our common ground as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't have to be perfect, I'll call it, to find that someone. Being open to grow, I think, is how we came together.
I loved it. I loved it. So, my beautiful Lisa and Scott, I am going to play your commercial again. And then after your commercial, we will be talking about how are you helping the world and serving the, and if you have examples, and I know you cannot give people's names, but if you can have examples how you've helped couples already, I would love to have a talk with that in the last part of our session. Are you ready again for your commercial?
Yes.
Yes.
Here we go.
Hello, this is Scott, my husband, a man of courage, determination, and authenticity.
And this is Lisa, my beautiful wife full of compassion, kindness, and love. Together,
as crisis and recovery coaches and best-selling authors, we're offering a groundbreaking program to help couples dive deep into what truly matters in their relationship.
you'll explore your goals and uncover your core values and learn how to show up for each other. This program is about growth and creating a relationship you both desire.
So, if you're ready to take your relationship to the next level, click the link below to start this journey with us at forwardwalkingchoices.com. We'd love to connect with you over a coffee chat.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. So my beautiful, and you can decide, and you can complete each other's sentence. In you, I'm not going to interfere too much. I actually want to bring you into the screen by yourself as well. So if you can tell us how you decided on this name of your website, and then and how are you going to serve one couple, one person sometimes, because if one person wants to work and then bring his partner in later, one couple at a time. So you are welcome to start.
Well, for me, our business name, Forward Walking Choices, we were doing a self-development class, and I was listening to this podcast from this native fellow. I can't quite remember his name, but he talks about making forward walking choices versus backward walking choices. And most of my life, even though I thought I was making forward walking choices, most of the time I was making backward walking choices because I wasn't taking care of the person that needed to be taken care of the most. In my previous marriage, I was always worried about what my ex-wife, like, make sure she was okay. And that's not saying that it's not partially my job to help my wife be okay. But if I'm not okay, how can I make my wife okay? And by taking care of me is forward walking choices rather than backward walking choices. And so, yeah.
And so Scott began Forward Walking Choices as a life coach a few years ago. And because we were growing together, we decided to be certified as crisis and recovery coaches together.
Together.
And so, together. And so, we did the course together this past spring, and we discovered that our relationship, us as individuals and as a couple, would really be beneficial to support other people in that situation. So when couples come up to a crisis or something that's challenging, we have set out this program called Reset Your Relationship. And so to learn about us individually, as people individually, and then how we can show that 100% commitment to our partner. And so that's where our program came from. And it's interesting because the course we actually took was from another couple who we inspired them. They inspired us to do this program. And we are excited to be able to help other couples and individuals, because we do know that in order to show up for your partner, you need to work on yourself individually. So that's kind of what we discovered, I believe. That's my take on it.
And one of the things I've done with people is help them learn about their core values. And a lot of us think we're living up to our core values, but however, when we really delve into it, we're missing the mark on our values. And it's pretty neat watching the light bulb moment go on people when you do some exercises about their values with them, and then they can move forward because they clean a little bit of the garbage out and stretch their comfort zone.
We discovered too very early as a couple that we were meeting some relatives that we haven't seen in a long time. And we were sitting down with these people, like I'm talking about, 20 years, some of these people. And we sat down with this one lady in particular, and literally 15, 20 minutes into the conversation, she is sharing very personal things that she hadn't even shared with her own family. So we knew that we were able to, I want to say radiate kind of that sense of safety and love and care and respect. And it's this that we bring forth for our Forward Walking Choices coaching business. So it's a lot of learning, and we've done a lot of growth in so many ways over the last 3 years since we've known each other, from doing crazy stuff like going to Thailand over the winter for 6 months to learning new skills and being there to support each other all along the way.
And if you want to stretch your comfort zone, our course is a place to do it. You'll learn and you'll grow and you'll become a better human being. And that's what we really should be put on this earth to do, not to become a better doctor or a better lawyer or to make more money. I chased money my whole life, and today it's almost at the bottom of my list, because it's the relationships with people that are more important today. And I see how much I lost for so many years by not putting people first. And when we don't do that, we can't even heal ourselves. And
we know the economy, you talked about money and stuff. The economy is something that a lot of people are really, I suppose, down in the dumps about. And it is interesting how when you start to open your mind, open your heart, work on yourself, that these new opportunities, things come to you. And so it doesn't always come overnight. That's a big thing. It takes time. But we hope that our coaching business, and we know we will be able to support you in your growth. And we are super excited to get to meet you.
Wow, I was trying to make myself small so that you still can be the big screen, but I could not get that right. So I love that, my beautiful ones. I was here at the back smiling and taking photos of you so that I can share it, the memory afterwards. I love that. My beautiful Lisa, if there's one thing in a relationship from a woman's point of view, what will be the one thing that you will want to mention to women out there?
Women, you deserve to be loved, respected, and heard. And so to have a partner that does that for you and gives you that safe space to be yourself, your authentic self, to be loved and respected, that's what you deserve. You deserve that.
I love that. Can I just get to my glasses? I've got goosebumps. Oh, thank you, Scott. Oh, thank you, thank you. Let me take another photo. Wait. You just take, there you are. My beautiful Scott, do you have a message for all the men out there?
Yes. A lot of us look at the outside of a person. A lot of us don't clean up our own side of the street before we get into something. And I think we can go in with expectations. And some expectations are okay, but to go in with expectations that she's going to cook dinner and do this and do that, and it's like, why don't you go in with expectations that you're going to love and cherish your partner? Because without that, and that's what I've found has worked for us, is I have no expectations what she does. And I believe she has no expectations on what I do other than treat each other with respect, but that's just a given in our relationship because of how we've learned to treat each other. And it's like, I'll say it again. I didn't know how to love anybody. I thought I did. But how do we know how to love somebody unless we ask them and they tell us how they like to be loved? And so, guys, get vulnerable and ask your wives or partners how you can love them. Because in my head, it was like, oh, I'll just do all the man stuff. Well, that's not necessarily it. So show up and be a man and ask questions.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, my beautiful Scott. So, Lisa, you said in the beginning you asked, but sometimes you do ask each other in the evening, did I love you? So can you tell us about that as well? Because that was actually profound. Because in the morning you will find out, okay, if I love my partner, he wants only to have breakfast in bed, then you know you tick. You have obligated your, not obligated, but you have served him with love, give him breakfast in bed, tick. But now that in the evening you ask, and you can tell us what the ask was and how have that changed the relationship as well.
Yes. So we began our relationship, and when probably about a couple weeks in, maybe, we began with asking each other in the morning, how can I love you today? And yes, it can be as simple as, can you clean up the kitchen today? Or can you, email your sister today? Whatever it is. And at the end of the day, going to bed at night, we ask, did I love you today? And so that helps us to reflect on our day. And did we show the other person and meet up to what we said we were going to do? And it allows us to have that conversation of what does respect and what does love and what does caring look like? And so, yes, we do that every night. It's very important. And I realized as well, and I want to add this, that not only asking your partner, how can you love them, but to ask yourself every day. So to look in the mirror and ask yourself, how can I love you today? That's extremely important.
I love that. Thank you, my beautiful Lisa. So when I first met you, and that was why in February that you mentioned that, and you also became a Mrs. Potts then, I actually have done quite a lot of things in my life with self-love and mindfulness. But in the morning, I will ask myself, Sanet, how can you serve yourself with love and others? I add the love I add after meeting you. And at night, I love to ask me, Sanet, did you leave your sparkle in somebody's heart and memory for the day? And I am doing a tick in the summer. I will do a tick like this to the heavens. and I will send God a kiss. And in winter, I'll be underneath the blanket and I will do an air tick with my head and send a kiss to God. So I love that, my beautiful Lisa. So do you know each other's love language, Scott?
I don't know if we identify it as a
Yeah, I don't know if
specific.
we identify it as a love language. I know her language, yes. And I know her body, like what's the word I'm looking for? I know how she shows up. And I can look at her. It's like last night when she said, I could see you sitting in the lazy boy beside me. And I went, this is what you're feeling right now. And I hit the head right on the nail.
Yes.
And so, yes, I believe I know my wife's love language.
I love that. And you, my beautiful Lisa?
I believe intimacy, and I know a lot of people look at that differently, but I think that is one of our major love languages. So touch, kiss, eye contact, all of that is extremely important to Scott and I. So, yeah.
Wow. That is so beautiful. So my beautiful ones, we've got about 10 minutes left for the show. I wanted you to play your beautiful commercial again. So I normally don't do three, but I want to do three because your video is so beautiful for me. And when we finish with the commercial, I am gonna let you just talk and invite people to come to your course, and also just to invite to have a coffee chat with you. I remember, Scott, you said you wanted to help somebody, a gentleman to connect with his heart. And do you know how incredible that is? Especially for men. I'm not in a men's shoe, but I have the Tanzania, a men's group that you're also part of it. And a lot of men is here, but not here, not in their hearts. So maybe you can mention something of that as well. But I would love to play your commercial. Are you ready, my beautiful Lisa and Scott? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, it tells me error. Let me try again. Just give me 1 second.
Hello, this is Scott, my husband, a man of courage, determination, and authenticity.
And this is Lisa, my beautiful wife, full of compassion, kindness, and love. Together,
as crisis and recovery coaches and best-selling authors, we're offering a groundbreaking program to help couples dive deep into what truly matters in their relationship.
you'll explore your goals and uncover your core values and learn how to show up for each other. This program is about growth and creating a relationship you both desire.
So, if you're ready to take your relationship to the next level, click the link below to start this journey with us at forwardwalkingchoices.com. We'd love to connect with you over a coffee chat.
So my beautiful Lisa and Scott, how cool. Not only will this episode be in the magazine, but your commercial will also be in the magazine.
Very cool.
Cool.
I'm going to try something now. I want to see if it's going to work. Just give me 1 second. Okay, that is a bit too close. I wanted to see if I click on this one. Okay. I'm looking for a particular one, but it doesn't want to give me that, so it's okay. I would rather go back, and that's Big Birds here. We call it the Hardy Dance, if you have heard that. So my beautiful ones, I just would love to bring you back onto the screen, the full screen, and I wanted you to. We've got 5 minutes left. Can you motivate and inspire people not only to love each other more, but also to have a coffee chat with you? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here I go. Oops, wrong one.
There you go.
So, at the bottom of my life, I didn't think this life was possible. And I know some of you are sitting there thinking, oh, I'll never be able to have that. Well, that was me. I always said never. And I had to learn how to take that language out of my life and learn that I deserve this and work towards what you want. I lived my whole life in a circle. At first, it started a square box. And then I had a friend tell me to get out of the box. Well, I got out of the box and I got into a circle and just kept doing and attempting to do the same stuff. Go to 12-step programs, go to 12-step programs, go to 12-step programs. Work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. And I always got the same results. And until I started delving deep inside and moving forward with that. And I believe everybody can change, and I believe everybody can have the life that they want. And I would love for us together to be able to help you find what you're looking for. Because I didn't know what I was looking for when I started. I thought I did. However, it turns out something completely different. And listen to those nudges we get in life. We get nudges all the time to send us in a different direction. And it's like, no, I want this. And it's like, sometimes what we want isn't what we need.
And even just going onto our website is a step forward. And then congratulate yourself. And then setting up a coffee chat with us is another step forward. Congratulate yourself for that. And then making an appointment with us and working on something that you're not certain if it's even worth working on. You're kind of like, not that important. Just do it. Just do it. And we are learning and we are guiding you at the same time, because we will grow through your experience and you will grow with us. So we're excited to meet you. And it's interesting that Scott was mentioning about, stepping up, and it can be hard. It can be really hard to make that first move. And whether you're a man or a woman, you are worth it, even when it's scary. And that's the tricky part. I know for me, a lot of stuff was scary, whether it was going through the divorce process, choosing to spend an X amount of dollars on the next program, or, planning a wedding in 30 days or whatever it is. It's different. And often we put fear to it. And so we get too nervous and we don't do it. However, I discovered that's when the most growth happens. And that's, like I was telling you, stretching my comfort zone. So reach out to us and let's work together. Let's work together to move forward. You move forward, we move forward, and we further that sort of level of playing field. And one thing I discovered is that it is moving forward. However, sometimes you're at a plateau here and then you're at a plateau there and up there, and you keep kind of working forward. And so that's really what it is. So, yes.
And with the working forward, it's like I truly believe, with all the years of being around 12-step programs, we need to invest in ourselves like we never have before. Because if we don't invest, like, we're the biggest asset of our life. And we think investing and spending money out on ourselves is a waste of time. But yet we'll go to the gym and pay a trainer. But yet we won't get disconnected and work on that stuff. So to me, sign up and come for a coffee chat and see if we click. Because you might not like us, you might love us.
I love it.
Sign up. Come for a coffee.
Okay, so now you have to be a little bit closer. So beautiful, Scott. Say again, sign up.
Sign up. Come for a coffee chat.
Oh, wow.
Come step out of your comfort zone and invest in your life and in your partner's life.
Wow, beautiful. So my beautiful Lisa and Scott, what an amazing experience This was the first of its kind show on the Power Hour to highlight you. That's part of the package for the Diamond Moment magazine. And I tried a few screens, I tried a few things, and I loved that. I loved that. Thank you for being amazing guests. Thank you for loving me, and I love both of you. And one of my bucket list items is to be able to hug both of you and see you with my own eyes. He'd say it will be in Canada or in Thailand.
Or Africa.
Or Africa. Please don't forget Africa. So my beautiful viewers out there, I hope that you have enjoyed this session, that you've learned a lot, and that you feel you can connect with these two amazing humans. They've got something to teach us. They are an excellent example. So we know what is Lisa's golden nugget is. How can I love you today? I don't know if your golden nugget, Scott, is the same.
I kind of think my golden nugget is invest in yourself. Because that's when I remember the moment they were trying to upsell me on a self-development class, and I was angry about it. And I went outside and my life was in the dumps, and I went to put my leg over my Harley, and it's like the light bulb went on. It's like I would put money into my Harley and I say that's therapy, but I won't invest in Scott. What is wrong with that picture? I went back in and signed up for the course.
I love that. So are you ready for paparazzi? So let me just take us a little bit further away. Just give me 1 second. So my beautiful Lisa and Scott, would you love to have a dance with me?
I'd love
to, yes.
Our beautiful viewers on E360, would you love to have a dance with us? They said yes. They said yes. Here we go. Woohoo! That's Lisa! Woohoo!
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with from butterflies to eagles. Oh, there's magic in that light.
Bye-bye,
Sprinkle me with